Today's lesson is Dialogue Focus, Joining a Gym. Hi everybody, my name is Roger.
And my name is Helen.
And today we're going to be talking about a conversation between a clerk and Ben. Ben is interested in joining a gym, and before you join a gym, you need to discuss your membership options. You need to understand exactly what you need to do, how you're going to sign the contract, how much you're going to pay, etc.
That's right, and a lot of people decide to join a gym around springtime, around March, April, when the weather starts to get better, and they think, it's going to be summer soon, so I better start working towards that beach body. That beach body is that body that you're going to have if you're aiming for a beach body by working out, dieting, so that you look good in a swimsuit. Now, Ben is joining or thinking about joining a gym in July, which is a little bit late for aiming for that summer beach body.
Right, he's not going to lose weight and build muscles overnight, but still, I think some people join the gym in the summer because, hey, they can work out in air-conditioned comfort, and maybe that's what Ben is thinking. So again, we're joining a gym in today's lesson. Part 1 is membership options. Let's listen to their conversation now, and we'll come back to discuss it.
Joining a gym. Membership options. Ben is returning his temporary access card to the front desk after his workout.
Thank you very much. How are you enjoying the facilities?
They're very good, thanks.
I'm glad to hear that. I see that your free trial is about to expire. Are you interested in signing up for a membership?
I am. I wanted to ask about that today. What is the monthly fee?
That depends. You can sign up for a monthly membership, which is $35 a month, or a fixed-term yearly contract, which works out to $25 a month, billed annually. Both provide you with a private locker and access to all of our equipment.
I see. And what are my cancellation options for each package?
There's no minimum term or cancellation fee for the monthly membership, but we require a 30-day cancellation notice. For the fixed-term contract, cancellation is not permitted, and there is no refund available if you terminate the contract.
Okay. I'd like to choose the monthly membership option, please.
Great. Let me just get the paperwork ready for you.
大家好，第一部分我们看到动词 expire 表示到期或是期满，像是 Vincent's passport expired, so he had to apply for a new one. Vincent 的护照到期了，所以他必须去申请新的。或是 Walter was fined for staying in the country after his visa had expired. Walter 的签证过期后，仍留在该国，因而被罚款。另外补充这个字的名词 expiration, E-X-P-I-R-A-T-I-O-N, expiration, 意思是过期或是截止。例如 We tried to renew our subscriptions before the expiration. 我们试着在过期前更新我们的订阅。或者 Please make sure that you submit this form by the expiration day. 请确保在截止日期前缴交这份表单。再来我们看到名词 cancellation, 指取消或是撤销。像是The concert cancellations took place because 3 band members were sick. 这场演唱会取消了，因为乐团中有3名团员生病。也可以说 Bad weather caused many flight cancellations this week. 恶劣的天气造成这周许多的班机取消。另外将 cancellation 字尾的 L-A-T-I-O-N 去掉，就变成了动词 cancel, 指取消或是撤销。例如I'm upset because I found that my favorite show has been cancelled. 我很难过，因为我发现我最爱的节目被取消了。或者 Gail had to cancel her trip to Tainan because of a family emergency. Gail 必须取消她的台南之行，因为家里有急事。接着我们看到动词 terminate, 意思是终止或是结束。我们可以说 The company terminated its dental and eye care plans. 这家公司终止了牙齿及眼睛的保健方案。或是 Route 66 is a famous American highway that begins in Chicago and terminates in California. 66号公路是美国知名的公路，开始于芝加哥，终点在加州。另外补充这个字的名词 termination, T-E-R-M-I-N-A-T-I-O-N, termination, 指终止或是解雇。例如 The termination of the contract will take effect this Friday. 这项合约将在这周五终止。也可以说 The termination of 80 employees is what saved the company from bankruptcy. 这家公司解雇了80名员工，才能免于破产。
So in part 1, membership options, Ben is returning his temporary access card to the front desk after his workout. So from this description, we know that Ben is trying out this gym. He doesn't have membership yet. He just wants to test it and see if this gym is good for him. So he's at the front desk after his workout, and the clerk greets him and says, "Thank you very much. How are you enjoying the facilities?"
Okay, so I guess he was given an access card. I guess you use that card to use the equipment in the gym, and when you're done, you return the card to the front desk. And yes, the clerk thanked him and asked him, "How are you enjoying the facilities?" The clerk could have asked him, "Are you enjoying the facilities?" or "Did you enjoy the facilities?" But this is probably more polite. "How are you enjoying the facilities? How are things going?" etc. And here we've got the word facilities, and that just refers to the equipment and the building and all the stuff there that the people can use.
Right, so you have facilities that could be a room or an equipment that is provided for people to use, as Roger said. So a hotel could have business facilities or even childcare facilities. And Ben says, "They're very good, thanks." So he's replying to the question the clerk asked, "How are you enjoying the gym, our facilities?" And Ben says, "Very good, I'm enjoying it." And the clerk replies, "I'm glad to hear that." And the clerk scans the card and checks the computer. So when you go into a gym, you have to take your access card, and maybe there is a gate that you have to walk through by presenting your access card, and you have to do the same thing when you leave the gym. That way, the people at the gym can check your identity. So the clerk here scans the card and checks the computer for Ben's information.
Exactly. So, of course, when the card is scanned, it makes this little beep sound. And then, of course, some information will appear on her computer on the monitor screen. And she says, "I see that your free trial is about to expire." We have the verb to expire here. That means something is no longer effective, especially if it's a contract or something like that. And, of course, all of us, if we plan to travel overseas, will be issued a passport, but they only are issued for a certain amount of time. And past a certain date, they will be no good, they will expire, and you'll have to reapply for a new passport. And in this particular case, his free trial period is almost over. It's about to expire. And so her next question is, are you interested in signing up for a membership? So yes, your free trial is almost over. After this, you're going to have to pay. Are you interested in actually becoming a member of our gym?
And Ben replies, "I am. I wanted to ask about that today. What is the monthly fee?" So in other words, Ben is very enthusiastic about becoming a member, and he had wanted to ask the clerk about that in any case before the clerk even mentioned it. And Ben asks her, "What is the monthly fee?" Meaning, what is the amount of money that I would need to pay every month to become a member?
And the clerk says, well, that depends. Okay, of course, we have different kinds of situations and we have different sorts of factors that will influence the monthly fee. So, yeah, it depends on this, it depends on that. And so she goes on to explain, you can sign up for a monthly membership, which is $35 a month. Okay, that is one option. Or you can sign up for a fixed-term yearly contract, which works out to $25 a month. Billed annually. So, of course, it's more expensive to have a monthly membership, but if you can commit to a whole year and commit to a fixed-term yearly contract, well, then that will work out to $25 a month. Here we've got the verb phrase to work out, which is kind of interesting because work out can mean a couple of things. And one meaning of the phrase to work out is to actually go to the gym and exercise. I'm going to go to the gym this afternoon and work out. But here a second meaning of the term work out means to calculate numbers. So in this particular case, the contract or the membership works out to about $25 a month. That's about what you're going to pay based on mathematics. Okay, so I think the yearly contract is a better deal, of course, but then you have to commit to a year membership, but you only get billed once. They will send you the bill in the mail or as an email or as a text message. And annually here means something that happens once a year. If it happens once a week, it's weekly. If it's every month, it's monthly, etc., etc. You might have a weekly meeting in your company, or you might have an annual year-end party every year. That would be an annual party, and this, of course, is an adverb, so it's modifying the verb here. You will be billed annually, and both provide you with a private locker and access to all of our equipment. So if you sign up for a monthly membership or if you sign up for a yearly membership, well, you'll get a private locker in either case. That can be quite convenient. You can put your clothes there while you work out, and then, of course, you'll have access to all of the equipment. You can use the jogging machines, the elliptical trainers, the weightlifting machines, etc., etc.
Yes. You can also say, going back to the word annually, you can also say, I see my grandparents annually when I visit them for Christmas or for Thanksgiving. That means I only see my grandparents once a year. Now, Ben says to the clerk, I see. So he understands what the clerk just explained. And Ben also says, and what are my cancellation options for each package? So not only is it important to know the price of each package, it's also important to know what the cancellation options are. Cancellation refers to a decision to stop something that has been arranged from taking place. So another way that cancellation is used often is flight cancellation. Sometimes your flight, if you're on a trip, your flight gets canceled. So there's a flight cancellation due to bad weather or other reasons. So Ben wants to know, if I decide to cancel my membership, what are the terms for canceling for each package?
Yep, what are the choices here? And the clerk says, well, there's no minimum term or cancellation fee for the monthly membership, but we require a 30-day cancellation notice. So here the word minimum means the lowest of something. The opposite is maximum, and there's no minimum term or cancellation fee for the monthly membership. But you do have to give them a notice, a 30-day cancellation notice. In other words, you have to tell them ahead of time that you're going to quit, and that notice has to be at least 30 days before you actually cancel.
Yes, and for the fixed-term contract, cancellation is not permitted. And there is no refund available if you terminate the contract. So for the fixed-term annual contract, you are not allowed to cancel, meaning if you do decide to cancel, they're not going to give you back your money because you already paid for an entire year at the gym. So if you decide to stop in the middle and not go anymore, they won't give you your money back. So the clerk says there is no refund available if you terminate the contract. And terminate here just means to end.
Okay, and Ben says, okay. He thinks it over and he says, I'd like to choose the monthly membership option, please. That's probably what I would do. You just want to check it out, and later on you can decide if you want to have a yearly membership. And the clerk says, great! Let me just get the paperwork ready for you. The paperwork would be the application form. He needs to fill in some information, maybe by hand, or maybe he can do it in the computer. Okay, that brings us to the end of the first part of our lesson for today. Let's move on to part 2 and talk about a personal trainer.
A personal trainer. After Ben has signed the paperwork, the clerk hands him his access card and a pamphlet.
Here's your access card, and you can take a look at this at your leisure. It lists all of our additional classes, cycling, yoga, and so on. If you're interested, just talk to one of our staff members.
Thanks. Actually, I wanted to ask about hiring a personal trainer. I've been doing some weight training over the past few days, but I'm a little lost. I'd like some pointers.
Well, we can definitely help with that. Shall I give you a quick rundown of our services?
Yes, please do.
First, we do a preliminary evaluation to determine your overall level of fitness and your body composition. Then we'll work with you to develop some fitness goals and create a program. Of course, your trainer will also teach you how to perform all of the lifts with proper form.
That sounds great. It's exactly what I'm looking for.
最后第二部分我们看到单字 pamphlet， 这个字是名词，指小册子。举例来说 ，salespeople should leave a pamphlet outlining services to every customer。业务员应该留下一本概述服务的小册子给每位客人。或是 The cover of this pamphlet catches my eye。这本小册子的封面吸引到了我。
Now, in part 2, the title is a personal trainer. A trainer, of course, is someone like a coach who helps you reach your goals in athletics or in exercise. So after Ben has signed the paperwork, the clerk hands him his access card and a pamphlet. A pamphlet is a piece of paper or a little booklet that advertises a service or a product. And the clerk says, here's your access card, and you can take a look at this at your leisure.
Exactly. At your leisure just means whenever it's convenient for you. You can take a look at this, the brochure, and it will give you some information. It lists all of our additional classes, cycling, yoga, and so on. So, of course, you can go work out at the gym, or you could sign up for classes in which you have an instructor and they tell you what to do if you're going to use the exercise bicycle, if you're going to do yoga. And then the clerk says, if you're interested, just talk to one of our staff members and you can sign up for those additional classes.
And Ben replies, thanks. Actually, I wanted to ask about hiring a personal trainer. I've been doing some weight training over the past few days, but I'm a little lost. I'd like some pointers. So Ben at the gym has been doing some weightlifting, weight training, which means he has been lifting weights. He's been doing this over the past few days, but he's not quite sure whether he's doing it right. So he says, I'm a little lost. And he would like some pointers. Pointers is another word for suggestion or advice.
Exactly. I think I could use some pointers because recently I was lifting weights at home and I injured myself. I guess I lost my balance or something like that, so I probably wasn't doing a particular exercise correctly and I suffered as a result. So this would be an advantage to having a trainer. They can give you some pointers. They can give you some information that would be useful in terms of getting a good workout and not getting injured. Well, here's what the clerk says. Well, we can definitely help with that. We can provide you this service. Shall I give you a quick rundown of our services? So a rundown is like a quick summary of all the things that they offer at this gym. A rundown is basically a summary. And of course, you're just going to talk about the main points and you're not going to go into too many details.
And Ben replies, yes, please do. Please give me a rundown of your services. And the clerk replies, First, we do a preliminary evaluation to determine your overall level of fitness and your body composition. So before Ben can even begin working out with a trainer, he needs to do a preliminary evaluation. So the word preliminary here is used to describe something that comes before a main event or something that is more important. So you can talk about a preliminary test to find out more information, or preliminary discussions that might happen before another event, a decision that needs to be made. So the clerk says they need to do a preliminary evaluation on Ben. And here, the second word, evaluation, refers to a careful thought or analysis of something before making a decision or a judgment. So this evaluation that they're going to do on Ben is going to determine his overall level of fitness.
Yes, his body composition, his body condition, if he's strong, if he's weak, if he can lift a lot of weights or just light weights, and what kind of machines he can use, etc., etc. And then we'll work with you to develop some fitness goals and create a program. Yes, when you work out, you need to have goals. Of course, your trainer will also teach you how to perform all of the lifts with proper form. Form just refers to how you do something, how you perform an exercise. And obviously, I was not lifting weights with proper form when I was lifting those dumbbells the other day because obviously I injured myself and therefore I did not have proper form. Yes, you need to know what you're doing when you're working out with exercise equipment. Otherwise, you might get injured or you might not see any good results.
Yes, and Ben says, that sounds great. It's exactly what I'm looking for. So he accepts the clerk's suggestion of doing a preliminary evaluation and to measure his body composition, which also means they're going to measure his fat content, his muscle content, so that they know exactly how his body is composed. Composition means the way that something is formed from separate parts. So when you talk about body composition, you're mainly talking about fat and muscles.
Very good. So it sounds like Ben is going to get a good workout day after day with his monthly membership at this gym. Okay, it's time for us to say goodbye, but first we're going to listen to Hanny, our beloved Chinese teacher.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。在课文第一部分的对话里， Ben 向健身房的职员询问加入会员的月费。那对方提到说，月会员是每个月35美元，那么定期的年约算下来则是每个月25美元。文中他用到 work out。Work out 在这边是表达结算下来，我们可以用 work out 加上 to 或者是 at 再加数字去表达。像我们可以说 It worked out to around $20 per person， 结算下来一个人大约是20美元。好，那这边顺便介绍片语 work out 的其他用法。Work out 当及物用，它可以表达想出或者是解决，像是想出某个方法啊，解决某个问题等等。例如 Don't worry about the problem, we'll find a way to work it out。 别担心那个问题，我们会找到解决办法的。好，那么再来 work out， 它当不及物用则有两种意思。第一种呢，它是指以某种方式发生，或者是进展顺利啊，成功。例如 Their plan worked out perfectly， 他们的计划进展得很顺利，非常成功。好，那第二种意思呢，我们可以用 work out 去表达健身啊，锻炼身体，尤其是指到健身房或者是上运动课程来锻炼身体的那一种。例如 He works out at the gym twice a week， 他一周去健身房运动2次。那么对话里面的 Ben 接着询问个别方案的取消选项，对方回答说，月会员资格没有最低期限或者是取消费用，但是需要30天的取消通知。那至于定期合约是不允许取消的，如果终止合约就没办法退款咯。好，文中它用到 terminate 来表达终止，我们来学习它的字根。好，看到 term 或者是 termin 这一类的字根，它有那种 boundary 或者是 end limit 的意思，是表达边界啊、结束或者是界限。那我们知道 term 这个字当名词，它可以指期限啊、学期或者是任期，我们就可以从这个时间的界限去联想到它的意思。好，那在 terminate 这个字当中，它的字根 termin 表示结束或是界限，那么 ate 是动词字尾，合在一起 terminate 就表示终止、结束。我们把这个动词字尾 ate 改成形容词字尾 al， 会变成 terminal， 那就可以形容是终点的或是末期的，极其怎么样，或者是极度的怎么样。好，那如果在 terminate 前面加上字首 ex， 那就会变成 exterminate。好，这个 ex 表示在点点点之外，那么字根 termin 表示边界界限， ate 是动词字尾，将某事物排除在外，那在这个界限范围里面不容许它的存在，用这个方式也许可以联想到 exterminate， 它有根除、灭绝、消灭的意思了。好，以上是今天重点整理，我们来回顾今天的单字吧。
Facility. The cooking facilities are on the other side of the campground. Annually. Your club membership must be renewed annually. Minimum. What are the minimum requirements for this position? Preliminary. We haven't completed the study, but our preliminary results are encouraging. Evaluation. Your first evaluation will take place 6 months after your start date. Composition. How has the composition of Taipei's population changed over the past 5 years?
Well, everyone, today's article has come to an end, and I sure hope you enjoyed reading along with us. I am Roger.
I'm Helen.
See you next time.